Greeting anybody who's watching this. This is a how to play video for the game 3-on-3. You need an absolute minimum of 3 pieces for this. You also, I'm going to keep track of score up here with the red, green, and yellow. And also, I'm going to use these. These could randomly use it. These we're going to actually set up on the board here. You actually only needed 3 spaces, but what I'm going to do here is we'll shuffle these up, okay? And I'm going to reach in and put them down in the middle, like this here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then we'll put that on top like that there. So the object of this game is that as pieces score, they tend to stack a bit, but tend to lean over. It's not that as important. I'm not going to worry about it. But anyhow, these pieces as they score will go on the track. They'll go here, down like that, that here. So once somebody gets over 24 points, each time you score a point, do it, the game ends. The player who controls the color that scored the least amount of points wins. A fairly simple game. This was done as an experiment of how many, with a very minimum amount of pieces, what can I do? There was a Game in a Line series, Tic-Tac-Toe is another one. I have a third I might do sometime here. Anyhow, what we'll do here is of these 3 colors, you either will pick this to make it more of an abstract strategy game. You can randomly start this for a game of bluff and hidden because you couldn't try to do this. So anyhow, let's give this player over here that, and I guess I will take the yellow. So, play begins as follows. A piece in an empty space or on top will move to any space that is empty, providing there's several rules for. These 2 rules are meant to be that you wouldn't like. For example, one thing you don't want to do is the rules are done for two reasons. To prevent the reversing of it, like that there, because then you can keep going back and forth and it'll hit a deadlock. Or, the other one was, let's say I move here. First turn. Say the yellow player moves there. The other person is not allowed to go back. So, if, let's say we did this, move to one of the 2 empty spaces, the other player, the red player, would then either move here or can move here. He's not allowed to move that piece there, and also, note, remember the last move, you went like that there, so that's not permitted either. So, how do you score? I mean, it's simply a point. Remember, the 2 rules are, you're not allowed to move from where you moved before. The next move can't be, if I went here, you can't go like that there. You also can't reverse the move. The game will tend to lock up if you do it that way. So let's say he does it this way. And we'll get into scoring, actually. Scoring is relatively simple, and if you saw the diagram, it went to scoring. Let's say the yellow player, that would be me, goes there first. Green moves ahead 1 space. Remember the timing mechanism that when he gets to the end, the game's over, and then you want to be behind. Then the red player can do the following. He's not going to go here and actually can't go there. You're very likely to do this. And make move blue up 2 and then the red moves there. Or he can choose to move his piece here like this. Like that there. And he would advance a point. Then yellow would go. Yellow has to move. He moved there, so either, anyhow, he moved that there. So now either this piece can go up there, or this piece can go here. Actually, that piece can go there also because it's a different move. So anyhow, I believe yellow goes. So yellow will end up moving the red here, giving red 2 points. And then red, I want to show you a 3-point move. Does this and goes 1, 2, 3. And you'll keep playing till you get all the way down here. Then you, let's say, for example, because the green piece wasn't selected, green goes down here, yellow was here, and green moves like that for some reason. At this point, red's furthest behind, so my opponent, my dummy player opponent, would actually end up winning the game there. So anyhow, that's just a scoring thing. These are not required. These pieces are not necessarily required. If you want to do scoring on paper, Y for yellow, R and green, you can do that. And also these are not necessarily required. If you want to play with a hidden game where you're going to randomly select this and do it that way, that's fine also. Or just they're useful as a player aid. What's needed is the 3 spaces and those 3 pieces. I'm just using a board here. I'm using my standard classic game 3 define board to do that. So anyhow, this is it. This is it. This is a very simple game. And that one rule about restricting is what makes the difference there. And if you don't get that rule, it's a bit of a challenge. So anyhow, I hope I got those things right. Anyhow, as you said, you're moving one space to another. You're not allowed to do a move that would cause a position to reverse. And also, a reverse, meaning flipping it over, inverting. And also, you're not allowed to also move back and reset it. Because the game will tend to lock up. That's the reason why. Anyhow, I do want to thank you for watching, and may your die always roll 5.